Hi, I'm Mari Pfeiffer, writer and web designer, and welcome to my channel. Running a sports instruction or a coaching business is hard. It's a highly competitive industry, and you want to work with the athletes who most need your help. In this session, I'm going to point out some things I think you need on your website to stand out, to get the clients you most want to work with, and to enjoy marketing your business.
All right, so there are a few things that are important to keep in mind before we get started on all the details and all the things that you need to have on your site to make it very successful. And the first one is that when people first arrive at your site, they usually don't buy. They need some time to think it through, to browse around, to get to know you, to get to know your products and services. And it's really no different from being inside of a store. People want to look around, they want to see what you offer, they want to see what the pricing is, and even more before they make a buying decision. And this is a really good chance for you, most of all, to start building a relationship with the people who are coming to your website. Very much like the people who come into your physical store. You don't want to just say, hey, here's my stuff, buy it. You want to ask them questions, get them, give them a chance to get to know you better, and let them take their time toward making that purchasing decision. So the first thing that you need on your website to make it really amazing is to have a very clear message. You want to speak to your clients' problems. Okay, your site is for them. It's not for you. It's for them because you want them to do stuff on your website, right? And you need to speak authentically. So in your big core message, you need to state who you are, what you do, the greatest results you achieve for your clients, and if possible, any other information that you think will help them stay on your site and look around and get to know you better. So this first example is one that I created. So I've named this guy Tom. He's a personal trainer, and here's his statement. I help new moms lose up to 20 pounds in 30 days so that they can feel their best without starving or giving up the foods they love. Pretty amazing claim, but trust me, I'm a mom. I'm not a new mom, but if I saw this on someone's site, I'd say, wow, I need to explore further. I need to find out more because I'd like to lose more weight, and I'd like to get in shape too. So here's another example. This is from a client of mine, the NPA NorCal, which is headed by Coach Greg there. And this is slightly more formal, I would say, but at the same time, it still gets to the point. They say increase your velocity, throw in the strike zone more often, prolong your arm health. Anyone who throws a ball for a sport knows that these things are really important. You want to increase your velocity. You want to increase your speed. You want to be more accurate. In this case, you want to be more accurate in the strike zone. And you want to prolong your arm health so that you stay healthy and you stay in this game that you love longer. Very important things. And those are effective in getting people that Greg and his team want to stay on his site and find out more about them. You also need to use scheduling software of some kind. I think it's really important to let people book the sessions or sign up for classes on their own and also to pay for them online, guaranteeing you payment. So you can put a calendar like a Google Calendar on your website, and that's great. A lot of people do. You can even put payment buttons or links, I think, on a Google site, but I don't recommend that because it's very hard to keep up with all the details and you don't get text reminders. It's kind of hard sometimes to keep up with who's changed a class or who's canceled a class or who needs a refund or that kind of thing. So what I recommend is using a scheduling software. The two really big ones in the market, I think, or that I know of at least, are Karmasoft and Mindbody. They are a bit pricey, but they do everything. You can put your schedule on your website, allow people to create an account and then sign up and pay for your classes. They send auto text and auto email reminders. You can even sell merchandise using these. I recommend them for people who have large facilities with a number of classes and instructors. It just makes it all so much easier for you to keep track of everything and to keep the money coming in and also build your lists and grow your clientele. Now, if those are really too expensive, I think last time I checked, Mindbody was something like $125 a month for the most basic package. So that gives you an idea of what they're charging. But if you need something more affordable and maybe less full-featured, you can go with Acuity Scheduling, although some people tell me it's not that different from Karmasoft or Mindbody. Much more affordable. And if you're doing one-on-one appointments, you can use Square. If you're an individual like me, I'm not a sports coach, but I do use Square appointments for individual appointments. And for individuals like myself, Square appointments is free. People pay me right there through Square. Very easy to use. All right. You also need to have an outstanding bio. Your about page is so important because people need to know what you will do for them. They need to know who you are. They need to know who they might be paying, all right? So give them that information. So on your about page, have a really great picture. This one is actually of a client of mine. His name is Tom House. He's considered the best baseball pitching coach in the U.S. right now. And I think it's a great picture because he's not looking at the camera, actually. You can see he's right there on the field, and he's looking at someone or a group of guys intently. I think it's a great picture. So on your about page, you want to state the biggest results you get for your clients again. You want to state who you work with, so that indicates who you really want to work with, who you best serve. Also include things like your credentials, how you came to be where you are. And you want to also insert other interesting facts, probably toward the end, like whether you're married, if you have kids, where you live, if you have a certain type of dog. Don't underestimate the value of that personal information. You don't have to go into great detail or go on very long about it, but people look at that stuff. They want to know who they are possibly going to be working with, so don't leave that out. And I mentioned put action pictures in there as well. So this is Tom again. He's a very, very sought after coach, and he works not only with pros and World Series MVPs, but he works with kids from ages 8 and up, all the way through college. And this is the kind of one-on-one attention he gives to athletes in his small group sessions. And this is a kind of picture that if you in action with the people you work with, really helps prospects, newcomers, get closer to making that decision to hiring you. So have really good action pictures in there, hire a photographer, and I can tell you that they are very effective. Testimonials, it goes without saying, it's really important to have testimonials on your website. You can have a testimonials page, and you can have testimonials, maybe one per page throughout your entire website, but ask people to give them to you on a regular basis. Ask them why they came to you, what they got out of working with you, and if they would recommend you. Most people will be happy to do that. So here's one that I found on a yoga website. This guy says, I attended the deep and slow yoga workshop because I was recovering from a hamstring injury. That tells you why he went. Okay, so in just 2 weeks after the workshop, I was able to run again, and a month later, I competed in a half marathon. Those are the biggest results that person got from working with this yoga teacher. Alexandra's teaching style and her explanation during the 2 sessions were impeccable. She also provided a lot of information about proper nutrition, when to eat, and when to rest that were so important. I cannot recommend this workshop enough. It was worth every penny and more. So this guy is also saying, or maybe implying, that this was an expensive workshop, but it was so worth it. He'd probably pay for it all over again. So these are the kind of testimonials you need. Get them on your website regularly, all right? Also, you want to give people a chance to try you out. So if you do that, you really show your expertise, how good you are, and why people are already hiring you. So what I suggest to a lot of people is offer free classes and discounts, discounted passes for a week or a month even. You can offer a complimentary assessment as well. You can offer access to a free video class so people really can see you in action if you can't do, one-on-one. These things are very enticing, and they often lead to paying clients. So think of something you can offer for free on a one-off basis, and I'm pretty sure it will lead to regular paying clients. Finally, I think it's important to be active on social media. You don't have to use every platform out there, but you should be on there. I think it's almost impossible these days to run a business without being on social media. So first, use what you want to use. You don't have to use all of them, like I said. Pick the channels that you like and that you feel comfortable with and just dominate in those. Post regularly and be consistent. So post, 2-3 times a week in the beginning. You might post more, you might post less, but just do it. Respond to all the comments you get, even the bad and mean ones. I really mean it. If someone says something nasty to you, then say, hey, I'm really sorry that you feel that way, but is there something I can do or something I can post that you would like that would help you? Take the higher ground. And if they respond with something mean, then you can just ignore them. Include photos and videos whenever possible. You can do that everywhere now. And also, if you're running a studio with classes and you have a change in schedule, you can post that on your social media networks as well, because actually people are always looking at those. And I see a lot of places like my local Pilates studio when they announce that they've got a schedule change that affects the entire studio, they often post it on Instagram and Twitter, so it's very helpful. All right, so in conclusion, if you do everything that I've just mentioned, you keep in mind that you're always building relationships with people who are coming to your website, and that you have a really good, clear statement about what you do, who you serve, and the biggest results you get for people. You have a really great bio with pictures and action shots. You offer a free trial. You use social media. You have scheduling software on there so people can book appointments or sessions with you and pay for you online. I'm pretty sure you're going to have a successful website. And once that happens, you're going to grow your audience, and there are going to be tons of loyal, loving, raving fans for you and your business. So give it some time, put some effort into it, and it will pay off. I hope that this has been helpful. If you like this video, go ahead and give me a thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe. Click on the notifications button so you know when my newest videos come out. And if you have any further questions or comments or ideas, or if there's something you think I can help you with, let me know. I'm here for you. So thanks again for watching, and I will see you soon.